everyone, I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. Los Angeles is culturally muy diverso. For the next month in particular, we celebrate Hispanic heritage. First up is El Grito, marking the start of Mexican independence and the beginning of many events to celebrate Hispanic peoples and their contributions to our city.
This is a multi-generational event that has all Latino communities coming together of all ages to celebrate independence, but to celebrate what makes Los Angeles special. It's the cultural contributions that are inextricably linked to Latino culture and Los Angeles.
It's a great day. We are here behind City Hall celebrating El Grito. It's the kickoff to Hispanic Heritage Month, so I'm very proud to be here. The fact that this city is the most diverse, vibrant community I've ever lived in, and you can build your own way, you can find your own path, and it's a pleasure to be here.
¡Viva México! ¡Viva! ¡Viva México! ¡Viva! ¡Viva México! ¡Y arriba México! ¡Vamos a bailar la cabeza!
For the community, it's a sense of belonging, knowing that we have so many Latinos here in the city of Los Angeles, being able to celebrate in the biggest city on the West Coast.
Recordar las tradiciones de México, ¿verdad? Este sombrero pues es lo que usaban los indios allá en México y pues fueron los que pelearon en la batalla, ¿verdad? Para dar el grito de independencia, estuvieron ellos participando de eso. También siento que ahorita que estamos aquí nos hace sentir como estuviéramos en México, ¿verdad?
It's about celebrating life and culture. And I truly believe if you do not dance, if you do not sing, you do not live. We have banda machos behind us, just enjoying it.
I am Central American, so shout out to Central America, shout out to Honduras, shout out to El Salvador, shout out to Guatemala. I know we are not Mexican, but we stand in solidarity with our Mexicans, and I love to have fun and say, what?
¡Viva México! ¡Viva México! ¡Woo! ¡Viva México!
May you have a wonderful time this evening and all month.
What brought U.S. Assistant Secretary of State Bill Russo and U.S. Special Envoy for Global Youth Abby Finkenauer to L.A.? They were on a mission to find out what matters to our youngest Recon Parks users. No getting around it. They had to hunker down to get the answers.
So right now we're at the Michelle and Barack Obama Sports Complex. We saw aquatics, we saw boxing, we saw after-school programs, we saw track and field. As we head towards the Olympics in 2028, sports is just an incredible way to connect people all around the world around things that we just love.
One of the biggest things I know is you have to go where young people are. You can't just say, oh, come all the way to Washington, D.C. and come to the State Department. We have to go where they are, and where they are is at sports complex like this. It's so fun to get to be on their turf, literally, to hear about what matters to them and also take that back with us and do our jobs better.
Rec centers are where our youth congregate and where they play, learn, and recreate is an opportunity for them really to engage with the kids in our community.
I'm glad that they did come out. I'm glad that they got a chance to speak to our youth. Our kids are amazing because they are our future, and it's important that, we inspire them to be the best that they can be.
There's a great big world out there, and that great big world's going to be coming here to Los Angeles in 2028.
3 new downtown metro stations are making journeys into and through the city a much smoother affair. The recent dedication of a new station at Little Tokyo Arts District provided a chance to visit and check out the impressive changes on the line.
Well, today is a station dedication for the Little Tokyo Arts District station. And basically what this is a celebration to say, welcome back, and if you haven't been here before, come check us out.
It's a joy to be here to celebrate the opening of this station in the heart of downtown LA, to celebrate all the local businesses and the community organizations that make this part of downtown LA so vibrant, and really a gathering space for people from all over the world coming to see Los Angeles are going to pass through this station.
It was an exciting day. It was a wonderful celebration and a culmination of a decades-long project to ensure that there was rail coming to Little Tokyo. And it was also wonderful to be able to celebrate everybody, the organizations, the city's leaders, the county's leaders, who've had a hand, whether it's been a big hand or a small hand, in making sure that this is being done in a way that really honors what Little Tokyo wanted for the community.
Right here in Little Tokyo, you have a number of restaurants and a bunch of different venues. You have the Japanese American National Museum. And there's a lot of places to check out here and also in the Arts District.
The regional connector has been dedicated to Secretary Norman Y. Mineta, who was a legendary national politician and also an extraordinarily accomplished and revered leader in the Japanese American community. He was incarcerated as a child, along with 125,000 Americans of Japanese ancestry. He and his family were forcibly removed from their home, incarcerated for the duration of the war, and from there he chose a lifetime of public service. I know that Secretary Mineta would be so proud that finally this project that he worked on for over 30 years is coming to fruition, and it's alive and it's here and it's going to meet all the promises and the potential that was envisaged all those years ago.
So the regional connector's incredibly important because it makes it much easier for people to get where they need to go quickly. So you'll be able to get from Santa Monica all the way here to the heart of downtown LA in about 30 minutes, which you don't have to transfer any more delays or what prevent people from riding Metro more. And so the new stations, the 3 new stations that make up the regional connector, certainly the Little Tokyo station where we are right now, is a gem. And it's beautiful and you should come check it out. Come ride the Metro this weekend.
Now to East Hollywood, where Councilmember Hugo Soto Martinez hosted a community resource fair, bringing government services out to the people. The aim was to forge local connections, and there was also some fun at the fair.
Today we're doing a resource fair right in the heart of East Hollywood at Lemon Grove Park, where we have over 40 different organizations from different groups, from LA Sand to Department of Water and Power. But we're really trying to bring the government to the people, especially in this area, which we know is a working class immigrant neighborhood. We want to make government accessible to folks, and so we're here and we're having a great time at the same time. So this is the first event that we've done since we took office, but we want to do many, many more across the district. Because when we do these things, we bring government to the people and at the same time have a great time. And so we wish to do many more as we continue in office.
I love Los Angeles. I love the city. I love our diversity and all of our communities. It's always a pleasure to go out and talk to people and make sure that we are in touch with what people in our communities need, and that the city is really delivering the services that all of our folks need and providing an opportunity for us to get to know each other and have fun.
Thank you to all the different organizations that came out. We said we wanted to make government more closer to the people, and so we're coming here, and pretty soon we're going to be being serenaded by La Orquestra Guadalupana. But I just want to give a big thanks to everyone that made this happen, and it could not be done without you.
The Orquestra Guadalupana is a group that participates in a program called Kids Empowering Kids. Each of the musicians here teaches others to play violin, cello, clarinet, and they bring beautiful classical music to the border towns along Mexico, and now they've brought it to LA.
One thing that I wanted to make sure was that when we do this work, we're having fun and we're, just making everybody feel welcomed in the city of Los Angeles. And so to everyone that's here today, thank you so much for all the hard work that you did, and, si se puede.
To keep up with events organized by Hugo Soto Martinez, check out the website councildistrict13.lacity.gov. Permanent outdoor dining is on the way. Community Investment starts a new childcare unit, and the mayor gives an update on affordable housing. These stories up next on City Beat.
Los Angeles Department of Transportation, LADOT, will unveil a permanent program for outdoor dining following the success of the COVID-era initiative. Expanding outdoor dining onto sidewalk areas or repurposed street parking spaces means that the Al Fresco dining program falls under the remit of LA's Department of Transportation. Over 3,000 LA-based eateries have taken part in the program since May 2020, when restrictions on eating indoors threatened many in the restaurant business. While the department works towards a permanent al fresco dining program, restaurants must renew temporary licenses by September 30th. For more information, go to ladot.lacity.org/al-fresco. 72% of low-income families live in childcare deserts. LA City's Community Investment for Families Department, CIFD, has launched a new childcare policy and equity unit to help families access childcare. The new unit will help licensed providers increase capacity and strengthen their businesses. According to the CIFD, lack of access to consistent childcare costs low-income families an average of $3,350 in lost earnings every year. To provide the best possible support, the unit wants to hear about your childcare experiences through its online survey, which is open until October 6th. For more information, go to communityinvestment.lacity.gov. Mayor Karen Bass announced the results of her first Executive Directive ED1 on homelessness, which she issued in December 2022 to speed the development of affordable housing. Under ED1, more than 7,000 units of affordable housing have been filed with LA City's Planning Department in 95 separate projects. 2,990 units of affordable housing in 38 developments have been approved, and a further 4,311 units in 57 projects are currently under review by the city's planning department. LA City Planning and several council members have now proposed a draft ordinance which would make the mayor's ED1 a permanent program. Find out more at mayor.lacity.gov.
International Braceros Day is a commemoration of the 4.5 million agricultural workers who came to the U.S. to harvest crops from 1942 until 1964. Almost all were from Mexico, and their work in the fields fed the nation as it fought fascism abroad.
Aquí estamos en el distrito número 14, pero específicamente estamos aquí en la placita Olvera. Celebramos los braceros que tuvieron el valor, cruzar frontera en busca del sueño dorado. Así que hoy día es un día bonito, donde celebramos nuestra gente, nuestra cultura y reconocemos nuestras contribuciones del pasado, del presente y el futuro.
Bueno, la importancia histórica que tenemos con este movimiento de los braceros es que el 4 de agosto de 1942 a 1964 se estableció un convenio internacional entre México y los Estados Unidos, en el cual se contrataron 4.5 millones de trabajadores agrícolas campesinos mexicanos, mejor conocidos como braceros. Entre ellos son estos 4.5 millones que vinieron a laborar a los campos de la agricultura y al mantenimiento del ferrocarril en los tiempos de guerra. Es decir, los campesinos, los braceros, alimentaron al ejército de los Estados Unidos para poder vencer el fascismo en Europa y Asia. Estamos organizando esto siempre año con año. Aquí lo hacemos en la Placita Olvera, es nuestra casa, es donde iniciamos el movimiento de los braceros a nivel internacional, porque esta es nuestra casa, esta es nuestra cultura, esta es nuestra tradición, hoy siendo 16 de septiembre, el Día Internacional de los Braceros.
For other special events surrounding Hispanic Heritage Month, check out elpueblo.lacity.gov. LA's Department of Recreation and Parks welcomed everyone to a new playground in the West Valley, which was opened by Council member Bob Blumenfield. This community park in Council District 3 now has the very latest in playground designs.
3, 2, 1, cut!
It is a fantastic day here in Reseda and in the West San Fernando Valley as we cut the ribbon on a new state-of-the-art playground here at Randall Simmons Park.
It's incredible. The last one was great, but this is a huge improvement.
Every playground comes with its unique challenges. The biggest challenge for this one was making sure that we put things in here that had never been done before.
They have something called the pole vault, where you go from one spot to another. I just tried it myself. It also has this different ground you can see below my feet. This is safer at a variety of levels.
This park is really close to our house, but we wouldn't go because the sand was just so dirty. But the ground is just like such a huge game changer.
This is a great community park, a really great gathering location. Reseda deserves the best playground equipment we can provide, and this is it. So taking a park with playground equipment that was good, but it was old, and modernizing it and making this really state-of-the-art, it's exciting.
I hope you enjoy our new playground, have fun playing, and also welcoming new friends.
If you wanted to be able to come check out what playgrounds are doing these days, pushing the boundaries of being able to challenge the kids in exciting new ways, come check out Randall Simmons Park. It's a one-of-a-kind playground that you can't get anywhere else.
In order to give back, a retired LA musician is teaching impoverished children from border towns to play music together. Their music is a gift that continues to give back. Let's listen.
Behind me is the Orquestra Guadalupana, directed by Ron Wakefield. It is a group of young middle school and high school students from Tijuana, Mexico. Ron Wakefield was a studio musician. He then became a music school teacher here in LA. He's a graduate of USC, and when he retired as a teacher, he sold everything he owned, and he went to work with children living in border towns along the Mexican border. And he has taken these children and taught them violin and cello and helped them to help each other. They have a group called Kids Empowering Kids, and while the average daily wage of their parents is $5, these children are paid by the foundation $2.50 per lesson. So they are augmenting their family income, they are helping themselves, and they are bringing joy to the world with their absolutely wonderful music.
You know, oftentimes we don't think about the beauty of life, the arts, the culture, and so giving music to the city and having it done by folks from Tijuana, Mexico, who oftentimes don't have access to this kind of arts, it just brings a lot of good feelings when you bring them together, because we should have more of that in the city of Los Angeles, and maybe they can inspire us to do this here in the city of LA.
To see the children that I teach become better people,
to see them not using their music to show off or to be better than anyone else, but when I see great acts of kindness coming out of them, this is what keeps me going. This is what moves me the most.
Music is our universal language. Music names the unnameable, and music brings us all peace and joy. It brings us together.
In this week's feature, our Anita Bennett got to sit down with Justin Erbacci, CEO of Los Angeles World Airports, LAWA. He gave us a rundown on all that's happening in the run-up to Los Angeles hosting soccer's World Cup and the Olympics.
Well, if you've been to LAX or Van Nuys airports recently, you know there are a lot of changes on the horizon. Those changes are part of modernization efforts, and we are at Van Nuys Airport to find out what's going on. All right, so Justin, as CEO, what does your job entail?
So as CEO of Los Angeles World Airports, I have the privilege of helping to manage two airports within the city of Los Angeles International Airport, or LAX, and Van Nuys General Aviation Airport here. And the job entails all aspects of operating those airports and making sure that they're safe and secure for passengers and for employees.
What role does Van Nuys play in the overall LAWA system?
So from our perspective, Van Nuys is very important. It's one of the busiest, if not the busiest, general aviation airport in the country. It also houses about 200 businesses, and we have about 10,000 jobs that are associated with Van Nuys here. So it's really a crucial part of this region's economy. We had approximately 230,000 operations last year. That's both takeoffs and landings. And that's all different types of activities. So you have charter flights that come in and out of here, people who have their own airplanes or store their planes here, airplanes that just come here and pick up or drop off and then leave. They're not based here. And then we have a lot of emergency equipment here for both LA Fire Department and LA County Fire Department activities.
The Olympics are coming here and the World Cup. So how is LAX being ready for this huge influx of people?
So we have a huge transformation going on at LAX right now. A big part of that is our landside access modernization program, which is going to revolutionize the way people access the airport. That includes our new automated people mover train. It's going to connect with a new economy parking lot, with our consolidated rental car facility, and it's going to connect with the Metro finally after so many years. But we also are modernizing all of our terminals and actually building a couple of new terminals. All of these projects that we're doing, certainly we want to have as many of them ready for the World Cup in 26 and then the Olympics in 28. But we would be doing all of these projects anyway. We need to do all these projects anyway, regardless of either of those events, in order to be able to accommodate the growth in the passenger numbers that are projected to come to this region. We are transforming both LAX and Van Nuys, but we're turning them into world-class airports that passengers will want to come to instead of dreading to come to.
In this week's Things to Do, enjoy music festivals at Watts Towers, take part in the bilingual Libros Festival, and catch a free musical tribute to the singer Selena. All this up next on Things to Do.
Attention music lovers, join in the celebrations at Watts Towers Arts Center campus for their annual music festivals. Saturday's Day of the Drum Festival features traditional Aztec drum and dance, Korean and West African drumming, and an alliance of women nurturing and empowering through drums. Sunday's Jazz Festival showcases the gospel jazz of Melvin Lee Davis and Friends, and the World Stage Big Band, along with spoken word performances from Food for Thought, Queen Socks, and Love. This two-day celebration, taking place against the backdrop of the world-famous Watts Towers, is on Saturday, September 30th, and Sunday, October 1st, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's free to attend and everyone is invited. For the full schedule of events, visit wattstowers.org. Join the celebrations at Los Angeles Libros Festival. It's one big book festival in 2 languages for the whole family to enjoy. Los Angeles Libros Festival will feature bilingual storytelling, poetry by Jessica Salgado, science fiction with graphic novelist Eron Duran, singing and dancing with canticos, along with crafting and food demonstrations. Events on Friday, September 29th take place online from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and can be found on YouTube. On Saturday, September 30th, Los Angeles Libros is in person at LA City's Central Library from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. All the festival events are free, and you can find the full schedule at lapl.org/Libros-Fest. Enjoy a free live music performance as part of Concerts in the Park. On Sunday, October 1st, tribute band Amor Prohibido will get you dancing and paying tribute to the beloved star Selena, covering all of her hits. Food trucks and vendor booths will be at the park for this evening event, which is free and open to the public. Concerts in the Park are provided by the Valley Cultural Foundation and the Office of Council Member Nithya Raman. Don't miss Amor Prohibido on Sunday, October 1st at Van Nuys Sherman Oaks Park. For more information, log on to valleycultural.org. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this edition. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. You can watch us online anytime at lacityview.org, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.